This is the second video of trying to save this old Snapper self-propelled, and I wanted to show you I did make the repairs to this muffler, and there's a lot of mufflers similar to this on other Briggs & Stratton engines, and I wanted you to see this. As you can see now, if I try to grab that, it's snugged down because I found a screw that fits this. I screwed it in nice and tight. Screwed that one in nice and tight, then made sure there was a flat edge right there that I could hit this with a flat blade screwdriver like this right here. Put you a flat blade screwdriver up there, and then you hit that with something heavy like I wouldn't hit it with a great big hammer, but maybe a hammer or a heavy wrench, and just tap on that, on the flat side of that blade, and it bends this down. And this is what this is a giant retainer clip that holds both of these screws in, so that during vibration and heat and cold and all that they don't slowly unscrew and vibrate out, because these little tabs keep the screws from turning. So that's the purpose of those. As you can see, I've got them tapped down on a flat edge on both of them. So this muffler is in there, and it's in there good. Now, the mystery for me is, where in the heck is all this oil coming from? And it's just kind of seeping out. I hope I don't have a major problem here, but I decided to check the oil, and as I suspected, it was extremely overfilled, and so I drained off about a pint of extra oil that doesn't go in there. And so now the oil level, after draining off about a pint, is there. I don't know if you can see that or not, but no, it's kind of hard to see. Let me set the phone down. All right, so I've wiped it clean, and the question is, what is the correct level, right? Well, if you look at this dipstick, see those cross hatches? And it says add at the very tip, and then the cross hatches, and then it says full on the other arrow. So as long as the oil level is between those two arrows and in the crosshatch level, you're fine. If you get into the add zone, you can add oil, but I'm talking like half a teacup. All right, so let's put this dipstick in. Put it in, and we're gonna check this together, and because I did pour off about a pint, and we're gonna see where it is now. And so there it is. It's still a little more than full, which that surprises me a little. Let me set this down again. I mean, this thing was really slam full if it's still like that. So there's the safe levels in the cross hatches. Let's try again. Go here. Maybe some of the oil, it was so overfull, some of that oil is draining back in there now. Wow. Yeah, see, it's not way above the cross hatches, but it's above them. Okay. So I may drain some more off, but I did want you to see that. And let me go over here. I want to talk about this carburetor and what's going on here. So you can see the oil is coming from somewhere, and it's getting all over the bottom of this bottom of what they call the air box. It's the little plate that the air filter sits on. I'm going to try and get these screws out. Well, I guess first I'll get this guy off here. This is also a 5/16 right here. it doesn't want to turn. Let me turn the whole, the whole drill that way. Now let's see what happens. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. There we go. Got that one out. And then there's another one right there that holds this little plate on. And I want to get it off because I want to look underneath here. Let's see. Try again here. Here we go. There we go. All right, got that one out. So here's this one and this one. Those are silver, and they have the little indentations to keep them from moving. That's sort of like a lock washer. As you tighten it up, it digs into the metal. So now I can lift this plate off. No critters. Let's look under here. There is a fuel filter there. I'm going to get rid of that. And this carburetor is right now frozen. Yeah, see that? It's very mushy. So that's probably old and horrible. So let's see if we can get this plate off now. So there's one screw right here, which I call the hanger, that hangs the plate up here. Then these two go into the carburetor. Let's get this one out first. And now we'll do this one. Let me go ahead and get this one started too. These are both, anyway, all three of these are 5/16, the same as the socket I used to take that little upper plate off. And now this will just slip off. Okay, I was thinking there might be a bunch of oil coming out that breather tube, but it doesn't look like that's the source of it. Who knows? Who knows where it's coming from? This is a primer type carburetor right here. And as you can see, it's never going to work. I don't think that there it is. Maybe enough of that hole's exposed to let air pass through, but it's very tiny, very tiny. So I'll try to improve on that. Give it a little more opening for the air to pass through. What I'm talking about is right here, there is a hole in the carburetor that's supposed to let air pass through right in there, but it's very little of it is showing up here. Very little tiny, tiny, tiny opening for the air to pass through. So this thing I'm sure was hard to get it to prime right. So next step is I'm going to remove this carburetor and take a look at it. I assume it's going to be bad. I'll probably just replace that whole fuel line and start with something new. Is that a split right there in the fuel line? No, it's just dirt. Okay. So anyway, the next step is I'm going to get this carburetor off and take this blower housing off, look underneath, make sure there's not a mouse nest under there, and I'll probably check to make sure that the flywheel key is not sheared or knocked out of place. And if it's sheared, then sometimes that'll cause these mowers to throw oil everywhere, and that may be what was going on here. I think like there's some drops over there. Where's that coming from? Wow, this is weird. Let's walk around here. I wonder if this is oil. I did hose this thing off. Okay, that may just be water. Let's see. Looks like it may be dripping oil. Let's check this out here at the bottom. Yeah, that's some oil for sure. Lots of oil. Now remember, this thing was severely overfilled. So I'm trying to wipe up a bunch of it, and hopefully it won't come back. All right, so come back and we're gonna tackle this carburetor, I think, next.